And we're live!
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Dungeons and Death Saves. This week, we got more Arcanum for you. So, I am Drew. I am going to be your DM for this. We gotta talk about people, don't we? Did I tell you about Bethany? The mushroom woman that's the kids are staying with?
Do it again, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
She just loves these mushrooms, and it seems like they love her too. They just flock to her on their own, even if she doesn't even have a pouch of salt on her.
The salty lady.
Salty lady.
Who's next?
Cowboy is next.
Oh, it's me.
Sam, you're always first.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. Good to know. No. Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Rinaldi, and today I am playing Salem. And and I'm gonna kick my mood today, so I deeply apologize. That's it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dame Brancato, and I play Ren Ashwin, the skittish wannabe hero who is fighting to protect his friends and doing his best as Darcy's self-appointed second in command. I guess a little fun fact about Ren this week, I forgot I'd do those, is that in his official art, he's got a little mask because he is part rogue and not robbing trains, but I just wanted to fit the part.
You don't know yet.
We gotta make that.
You're right,
at
hold
some
on.
point.
Let's
So
not
it's
rule it
Connor
out.
next.
I was gonna say, I think I'm third, but I haven't committed
Yeah.
it to memory. Hi, my name is Connor McGinley, and I play Yukio, our sad boy zombie druid now that loves fire, but only in the wholesome way. Unlike another party member.
I am Julie Risto, and I play Darcy Lynn Jarl's daughter, and she is a half-dwarf cleric of the Forge. And Darcy and Roger got kind of into a fight the other day because they have diametrically opposed views on gaining abilities and gaining power.
I snapped and didn't stop moving. Wait,
The stream.
I think the audio is going through at least.
Oh,
So, God damn
That's
it.
crazy.
Oh, cool.
it's going.
Moving again. Well, hello everyone. My name is Maxwell Williams, and I play Roger Thunderdoom, the other party member that also loves fire, but maybe in a more malevolent way. And yeah, she is currently coming to terms with how her desires for power may be selfish, but she doesn't know if she wants to change that yet. So, woo!
Hello, my name is Aaron Borden. I am playing Plick, the plasmoid warlock. Not much is known about him right now, other than he is spreading the word of a seemingly a deity known only to him.
Yeah. So, we're just gonna get right into it. So last we left off, the party was investigating a strange occurrence in where Roger was seemingly attacked in her sleep by a unknown assailant that looked like her. After not getting much information from both the chapel and the I don't actually remember what y'all decided to do. I think you were going to go talk to
The skeletons.
Oh yeah.
Before you had a chance to do that, though, there was a bit of a heated debate in the dining room between Roger and Darcy. And they let the skeletons go by. When we ended the episode, we were all going to sleep. And I just want to confirm with everybody what our sleeping arrangements are, and if you're doing anything to prepare, safeguard, anything to go before the night happens.
Darcy. You can
You
go
go first.
Oh.
No.
That's nuts.
Darcy, let's see. Oh, that's touch. E. Oh no, that requires something.
Physical
I
contact.
yeah,
Hmm.
Okay, well, Darcy's gonna approach Roger's room before everyone goes to bed, but that can wait because I feel like that is gonna have some stuff with it.
I was like, I believe Yukio was in the room with.
Situation where it's just one bed, but he sleeps under it.
Of course.
Because he likes to be under
for the-
things when he sleeps.
Underground.
Roger will cast non-detection on herself before she goes to bed.
Why would you do that?
'Cause she got the scroll from the school, and so she's copied that into her spell book. And so for the duration, which is 8 hours. Ooh, how are we doing material components? Do I need material components?
Hmm.
Because we may have had to pick up material components as well.
You might have had to pick up integral components. Let's see.
25 gold pieces
it
of
does
I
diamond
thought you
dust.
consume
did.
it.
Didn't you go to a shop and get like a bunch of paper and stuff?
I'll say maybe for this first casting, we'll say that I picked it up with that because I did pick up supplies from the school to copy it in. But if I want to cast it more, I'll have to go pick up more supplies. But for the duration, which is 8 hours, I am hidden from the touch of divination spells. It can't be the target of divination spells or perceived through any magical scrying sensors.
All right.
See if that helps.
I think I don't know where Ren would be sleeping. I can't remember where we said he was sleeping last time.
I don't know if we specified.
Weren't you having to share a room with Aaron's character?
Yeah.
With
Me,
Flick.
me and Plick. Or me and you.
I do
Me and
remember
Flick,
that.
we are
Just
Flick.
Me and Plick. We are
Plick,
Plick.
man.
Plick is we.
Me,
Not me.
myself, and Plick.
Me, myself, and Flick.
Stealth and flick.
I am merely the arm of Monami.
Yeah, I guess that's happening.
That's so silly,
So,
goofy.
in that case, Darcy and Salem,
What?
where are y'all going to be going?
I was gonna
There's
be
only
like,
one more
I thought
room.
no. I thought you were about to. There's only one bed. Me. I'm like, is this
Oh,
this archive
no.
of our own right now? I was
is
like,
this
I'm not
what?
ready for that
Where
yet.
am I? God. Darcy's in
Thought
her room,
Salem
but
was on the
she's
couch.
I'm on the couch.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Darcy's
on
in
the
her
couch.
room, but she's doing the thing where she's standing in front of the door and like going for the handle and then like stopping herself. And then going for it again and then
I'm already crushed out. I'm on the couch. I'm having a good. This is great. Sleeping on an actual mattress is awesome.
what luxury.
What luxury.
Immediately passed out.
Immediately. He's like, oh, good night.
Well, I out the side of it. His
Yeah.
legs are like over the
Yeah.
end.
That's amazing.
Love it.
Yeah, if
Alright.
everyone else is done, then I guess Darcy will finally commit and
What?
and go out into the hallway and like awkwardly hover for like a second outside of Roger's room before knocking softly. Just can, can, I know you don't really want to talk to me right now and you're not ready, but can I please like just do you want protection from evil and good or do you want do you want protection from energy or do you want death ward?
A little silence. Dum, 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 dum. Huh? What?
Do you want death ward or protection from energy or oh what was protection from evil and good?
Um, I, I guess Death Ward if you're offering,
Mhm.
since we don't really know what the situation is. Not
She's gonna
dying would be fun.
she's gonna offer her hand. It's yours. And she will place her other hand over top, close her eyes, and a gentle warmth will fill you as you are protected from death for 8 hours.
I
I'm
don't. I don't have a whole lot, and I did just use the diamond dust and non-detection, so I don't really have that either. But
you don't need to give me anything. I'm sure I'll be okay. I'll be around if you need me.
okay. Well, good night.
Good night, Roger.
Do you want to say good night to Yukio too? He's under the bed.
Oh, yes. She like steps barely into the door and just kind of like leans down, which granted, she doesn't have far to go because Darcy's pretty short. She's like, "Good night, Yukio."
Good night, Darcy.
Okay. You two. Yeah. Good night. And she will
Good night.
take herself out.
Roger does the thing where she
Anyway.
like closes the door and she just kind of like stands there for a second.
Darcy will
Are
go
you
to her
okay,
room.
Roger?
Yeah.
You need to talk about something?
No, it just. This whole situation would be so much easier if Darcy was just like an asshole.
Yeah. But sometimes people you love can disappoint you sometimes.
Think about things very differently.
Well, it's hard to love someone without understanding those differences.
I guess that's true.
It just takes time. But I'll be right here, under you, physically or metaphorically, whatever you need in the moment.
Do you need like a pillow or a blanket or anything? Or
No, I'm used to the wood of a coffin or just the dirt.
would you take a pillow if it made me feel better?
Yes.
Okay. It just like plops down.
Just like a hand kind of like in a very gnarled fashion that is like completely unnecessary, just scoops it, kind of dragging his fingers in a very zombie-esque manner.
All right. Well, in that case, we all go to bed.
Eat time.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Except for
Darcy,
Darcy. I don't think she went to bed.
what do you think Darcy did?
I think Darcy takes her weapon and goes and sits on the stairs.
Nice.
Okay.
I think
Let's
she
see on
is.
the stairs. Protecting from threats inside the house or protecting from intruders?
I don't like that question.
Great.
Comfy.
Leading.
She is
Uh,
on the
split.
stairs listening to the rooms behind her, and also just like she's on edge because of the attack in the dreams and the lich is coming. So she's like, I don't know what to expect. So she has put herself in a middle ground to where she could be from either side. She has thought about this for a hot sec.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh boy. That's not Darcy.
Boy.
Which ones are Darcy's? Okay, this one. My rose dice are Darcy's. That's my pterodactyl dice, but I'll take that. I can't. It's so dark
The
down
same
here.
thing.
I cannot see. Don't ask why I have pterodactyl dice. I don't remember. You
Why
said
not?
perception. You said perception. Dirty 20.
Keep that in mind for later. The rest of you,
Yes, sir.
I don't like it.
Flick.
Gibby doesn't
You-
like this.
What do you do?
What do you
What
do?
do you
What do you do?
Like,
What an
You don't
accurate
sleep,
what are
question.
you?
What do you mean by that?
You don't sleep, right?
I don't. Do we sleep?
Do we?
I only sleep for 4 hours.
Do you know what a minute is? Because I don't think you do.
I don't have any. Plasmoid sleep?
Salem,
Yeah.
Flick, and Roger. You all fall asleep and, for the time being at least, have a pretty pleasant nap.
Let's go.
Nap.
Start with
Nap
Ren.
acquired.
Nap,
Now,
nap,
now,
nap,
Drew.
nap, nap.
Before we start with Ren,
Yep.
I don't know if you've taken into account that he
A baby?
technically doesn't sleep. He's also baby.
He's also a baby.
Also,
You
he's
said he doesn't sleep because he's an elf,
Trance?
right?
Yeah.
How do you? So, okay, yeah, I had not taken that into account.
I mean, he can still like sleep, but if
No,
the
no,
length of
that's-
sleep
You're good.
matters.
Is he an elf? I thought he was a half elf.
He was a half elf, but when we changed to from the
Oh.
2014 rules, that's not a thing anymore. So I just went with
Years
elf.
got here.
Wait, half
And
elves
hyper
don't
Have
bullet
elf
exist
hunt
time.
anymore?
2024?
All the half races are gone.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Darcy's still a
Doesn't
half
make-
dwarf.
Except
Yeah,
for half
fuck
I
leg.
know.
that.
He's a half elf, but
That's crazy.
Well, because
Nah,
I
he's-
think only elves trans. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He's a legally distinct half elf.
Legally distinct.
We'll say you do trans.
Wait. Can I propose?
Unless you would not like to trans.
I
You
would
make
like
the
to-
decision right now.
Oh my
I
god!
would like to propose
Proposing!
sleep. Drew,
Yep. Oh my god.
we're doing this live.
Okay. Thank you, Connor.
I would like to propose, for now until you decide that it's not okay. That the 4 hours of trance, but it is actual sleep.
So you just sleep for 4 hours?
I just sleep for 4 hours. That's it.
He just does.
It's never
In fact,
happened
that
last
even-
session before.
That works even better. So you go to sleep trance,
I'm scared now. Maybe I shouldn't have proposed.
and you find yourself
Marriage is a scary
just
thing.
in the training field,
Okay.
at the guards' quarters. You've been here a lot over the past couple months, or over the timeline's weird. You've been here a lot. You know the place pretty dearly, and you're just going through basic combat moves. Your drills, exercises, whatnot. Describe to me your sword.
My mama's sword?
Your mama's sword.
Oh, okay. I had to pull up the picture so I remember what it looks like. Do you want to know like what it looks like, or what exactly do you want to know
like,
from it?
whatever you like to say about it.
Okay.
Mainly what it looks like, but if you want to add some other flair in there too.
It is probably a little bit shorter than a standard sword, or than a standard like katana, but it is katana shape. It has no crossguard. It is black for the most part. The blade is black, but it has gold accents along it. Present electricity, some waves to kind of get like a fire effect as if one causes the other. It has a crimson wrap around the hilt, and a nice little gold pommel. Pommel's the bottom, right? Yeah. I know my
All
swords.
right.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if I wanted to add more yet or learn more.
Let's say you are you're running through these exercises, and normally this is a trance state. You don't see other people, you don't hear other people, unless it's a really weird night, really weird fever dream. As you take a swing into the training dummy, you find that starts to have a little bit of fluidity to it. The edges of the shape kind of ripple, but you don't notice any overt changes. What you do notice is a booming voice coming from somewhere behind you. That just says, "Hello."
Can I respond to it?
It's your dream.
Damn, okay. What did it
Hello.
Oh. I don't remember what Ren sounds like. It's only been
Just
a
the
month.
expressionless self-fanning.
Hello? Is someone there? Steve?
Who are you? Yes, you.
I'm Ren Ashwin?
Rehn Ashwin.
Yeah, but who are you?
Rehn Ashwin.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you fight for?
Asking a lot of questions. I mean, like, I want to keep my friends from dying. I don't want my friends to die. I think we're trying to stop the Lich or the
You
cult.
think?
It's kind of murky. It's been a little bit.
I will ask one more time. What does Rehn Ash...
I'm fighting to keep everyone that I care about safe.
And those that you don't... Let's say... a little boy on the side of the road, be in a forest.
Got Ren's backstory. Shit.
What about them? The ones that fall into the background.
I would like to rephrase my previous answer.
Hmm.
Are you letting me, or is that like a silence of like, okay.
You don't hear anything in response, so...
I heard a gesture. I hear a
I heard
shoulder
it.
shrug.
I'm feeling a vibe here.
I hear.
I think I fight to protect both my friends and the people that are not able to protect themselves. I want to stop the people who think that they can do whatever they want because they're powerful or they're strong or they have money.
Alright. Rehn Ashwin. This sword was passed from your mother, I believe, to you.
Past is a strong word, but
Until now, your abilities have proven unreliable.
rude, but not inaccurate.
But I shall bestow upon you some power. But
There it
you
is.
must stay true to what you just said you fight for. Power will be taken away if any actions are made the contrary. Yes.
He raises his hand for all the audio listeners. So what if there's like murky, like there's like a gray area? Like what if the people who can't protect themselves are not good guys, and like I choose to let that happen because they're not good, or like
By calling them bad guys.
I mean, you could not be a good person and not be strong.
You will judge a bystander on how you judge a bystander. They don't have to be a good person in your eyes. Or maybe they do. But I will know. Whenever you make that decision, make sure it is the one that you will be proud to live with.
So, are you? Who are you? Are you the sword, or are you like God?
Far from a
Egg?
god.
Okay.
No, I'm not the sword.
You're Plex God, aren't you?
I am unsure of who you are referring to,
Okay, that's a good sign.
but answers will come in time.
That's slightly less good.
For now, I believe there's someone waiting for you.
What does that mean?
The shifting of feet behind you as you turn around back to the training dummy. And you see, still staked into the ground, training dummy that kind of morphs into the body of your father.
I don't remember what his name is. It's been so long since I wrote that backstory.
His face is gaunt. His skin is a very pale, almost yellow tone. Although he doesn't say anything, his eyes are pleading. And you just hear in his voice in your head, "Please, Rehn, help me. And me.
Wait, Dad, you're, but I thought you were the town,
Nope.
and did you die?
And me.
Like like this you, or like the real you, or is this the real you? There's so much.
And as he says that, your vision goes black.
And now I'm blind.
Ren, did you already add Firefly to your inventory?
I did.
It might have changed.
Oh, that's so cool.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Doo-doo-doo.
You might just have to re-add it to your inventory. But once today,
Update it.
in place of the old powers, you can reverse, as a reaction, you can reverse an ability check or attack roll of any creature you can see.
Wait, say that again?
You can reverse the result. So if they succeed, they now fail. If they fail, they now succeed.
That's sick. Why is it not showing up?
I don't know.
I removed it from my inventory and now I don't have it anymore. It doesn't show up in...
Well, we'll figure that out later.
It's gone.
Either
It's gone
way.
forever.
It's
Just
gone! No!
It's gone.
He took the power already!
Too bad.
He already deemed you unworthy.
Now we move to Yukio. Yukio, what do you dream of? Do you dream?
I think he does the opposite of dreaming, which is to say his mind is relatively
it is.
inert and is like actively like undoing his memories from the day rather than committing them to long term. I think even though he has the ability to create memories now, it's still not very strong.
As you lay down in the darkness unravel and your mind decompress from the day.
Decomposed from the
you
day.
Decompose.
True.
You find yourself becoming a little colder. And a little colder. You see the light coming out from outside the bed start to dim. And eventually go black. Find your eyes are closed. And as you open them, you hear a roaring wind. You're lying in the snow, cold, shivering. Go ahead and make a perception check for me at disadvantage.
It's pretty good. That's a 20.
1. Interesting. Okay. You see a carriage on a path down what you assume to be a large snowy mountain. Outside of that carriage, you see 2 women. One you recognize as your mother, Ileana. The other red and gold garments, a robe Not like a wizard's robe, but something more like akin to a fighter. They seem to be arguing, though you can't really hear what they're saying over the wind. You look down at your skin, your arms, and everything's blue. You see and you feel ice crawling up your veins towards your heart. So you start to take all of this in, you get this searing pain in your head, and you instinctively close your eyes, and you hear another blood-curdling cry of pain. Not yours. As you open your eyes again, you see the woman in black lying in the snow. Not dead, trying to get up. But the carriage is now going back down the mountain. She looks between the carriage and you, and with her hand at her side, she gets up and trudges over to you and kind of takes you in her arms. She pulls out a potion and kind of looks over your body, looking for something, anything to heal. And she tries to feel for a pulse, but you know she's not going to find one. Your heart, you have felt it has frozen over, or something has almost replaced it. It's like a block of ice. A tear falls from her eye. She starts to sing you a short lullaby. Your vision starts to go black, but you hold on and you force your eyes open for just another second as she pulls out a short blade. It's black. It doesn't have a hilt. It has gold accents, crimson hilt wrap, and a gold pommel. You see her lift it up and light flash from it. The last thing you hear over the roaring wind and through her tears is good night. Take a final breath, and the world goes silent. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yippee! Oh my gosh. 24.
24. Okay. Go ahead and make a constitution saving throw for me.
There it is. I was gonna say, it couldn't be 4 in a row. That's a 7.
That's a 7. All right. Roger. As you lay in bed and you drift to sleep and you have a good dream. Sorry,
Nope. Just keep going.
You have a good dream. You are out adventuring this plane. You're fighting this big ogre, and no matter what it tries to do, it just cannot land a hit on you. You're flinging spells, things you don't even know what's happening. And all of a sudden, all the plants around you, the wheat, the flowers, they just start to wilt. The ground just starts to turn brown around you and quickly spreads to the horizon. You look up, and the ogre that you were fighting has and
Haha, I
you wake
win.
up. You do win. You wake up, and your bed is freezing.
The hell? Yukio? Yukio?
As you look over the side
Tips
of the
her head
bed,
underneath.
the floor around your bed is crystallized. There's a thin layer of ice that goes about a foot around the bed.
Yukio? Yukio, you're freezing the floor. She'll poke him with her wand. Hello? Are you awake? Are you awake? Sorry. Hello?
You kind of look
For
under
context,
and
I think he still has his arm over the pillow that you offered him. It's just like stuck to the pillow, probably.
probably at this the pillow itself it's definitely not soft anymore. But he doesn't respond. From the poking, at least. The ice is starting to crawl up his body, almost encasing him in a tomb of sorts.
Nope, none of this shit. And then Yukio's clothes and try to pull him.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a do Arcana.
Spell casting? Arcana. Okay. I have my dice out. Do Arcana. That's a 19.
With your mastery over the arcane
Oh,
arts,
thank you.
and this being a pretty thin layer of ice, easily you telekinetically pull Yukio's body out from underneath the bed. His body kind of slides along the ice a bit, and is now next to the bed.
I'll then use prestidigitation to. I think I could warm.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Is that not in the new prestidigitation? Is you can't warm things?
Oh, you can now.
Minor sensation.
Minor sensation. I make his scarf and his jacket warm.
Okay. You do that, and you see the ice start to melt around him. Slowly but surely, Yukio, you do start to regain consciousness. You don't seem to feel any ill effects on waking up.
Roger is uncomfortably like above him. Hello? Hey. Now? Okay, you were starting to freeze, and not like in a way of like you were just like kind of feeling cold, like, and then she'll point over to like underneath the bed, like actually like freeze everything around you.
Darcy, I will say that since you did roll a 20, when Roger pulled Yukio from the ice, you did hear some cracking of ice, shattering.
He's hovering outside the door again. Like,
Okay.
like, like eventually just like a very soft knock, knock, knock. Is everything okay in there?
Roger will, without looking away from Yukio, is gonna telepathically just like open the door. Yukio is freezing the ground. We're making sure he's okay.
I'm sorry, I just got a little cold.
She like the door opens. It's Roger like over top of Yukio. Like
She's just
the floor is frozen. She's like, she kind of takes a second to be like, it could be worse, and then she like walks in. She's like, okay, can I do anything to help? I might have something.
I think he's okay now, but I feel like we all need to sleep. Because if this is gonna happen to somebody different every night, I don't think I have that. Wait, how did you get here so quickly? Isn't your room like down the hallway?
Yes, I was on the stairs.
Why were you doing that?
Just in case.
Well,
Salem downstairs on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, I do.
Fun.
She's on the stairs and she's really trying to focus on like really like making sure no one's in the house and just.
She couldn't have dozed off if she tried, because like every 5 minutes he'll let out a really loud snore, and she's like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think in the meantime, Yukio has kind of reached over to his bag and has started taking like a bunch of small sticks and is like very pointedly arranging them in like a little the start of like a little campfire.
Yeah. Can I do maybe some sort of like detect magic or something to see what's going on with Yukio? Or even just like a basic investigation to like see if I can or I'm not good at Arcana. Well, I'm middle ground at Arcana, but like just to like see if I can try and figure out what's going on.
I will say that I guess effects of this magic. It would be an Arcana
Okay.
check. If you want to see it's of a divine origin, it would be a religion check.
Okay. Why didn't I take religion when she's a whatever?
It's an intelligent skill.
Yeah, it is. I'll roll religion, because I know that they were in the temple earlier, or the what's it called? And that he was called to what's his face's room. That is an 18 for religion.
Okay.
And Roger will pull out her wand of magic detection and just do a quick detect magic
Awesome.
while we're here.
Okay. As for the religion check, you are fairly certain that this is not of divine origin. You have some doubts because of everything that happened in the church. But you don't sense any like divine presence. You don't sense like you're not getting that ambient feeling that you normally get when you cast magic or when Yukio used to cast spells.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I
As-
think that puts her at ease a little bit, but she's generally like,
You detect magic, you are getting a lot of conjuration, a hint of transmutation, coming from Yukio himself. But as the ice melts, as it usually does with things created from conjuration magic, the magic presence starts to fade and the water starts to evaporate on its own.
I will finish making my little campfire and summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
Which I don't actually light the twigs on fire. I just kind of rub my hands over it as if it was on fire, and then kind of little candlelight sized flames kind of hop out from it until it has formed the spirit, which as a reminder looks like a small bear wearing a hat.
Does he have a name?
Arm.
What? That was a little quiet. I didn't hear it.
I call him Charm because it sounds like a bear sound.
Charm.
cute.
Still charm. Spirit, like, is it actually hot to the touch, or is it just made of like cool flame?
No, I think it's warm, but it's not like hot. Like, and I don't think it's like tangible. I think it's a little more tangible than fire, but maybe there's like I don't know. There you feel something when you put your hand through it. It's warm to the touch, but it's not harmful. So he kind of just they kind of just like lean heads against each other, and he kind of hugs it.
Roger's definitely on the other side, just kind of like poking into it, like. She's always mesmerized when it gets brought out.
Okay. If everything's all right, I'll step out. Good.
Are you just gonna go back to the stairs?
Yeah.
Did just want to hang out in the doorway at least?
Yeah. I could. Sure.
Do you want a pillow? I don't think Yukio was really using his.
Is it still a brick?
I can warm it up.
It's pretty soft. In fact, it's sopping now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can dry it.
You know what, Roger? I would love that. Thank you.
Actually, I'm pretty insistent that Yukio has to use this pillow at some point in time, so I'm just gonna give you the one that I was using.
You need a pillow. I can just go grab the one from my
Nah,
room.
I usually ended up kicking it off the bed anyway.
She like thinks for a moment and then like comes to terms with that's definitely something that Roger does, and then is like,
Roger
Okay.
definitely wakes up with like the cover is halfway off the bed, the pillow is like stuck between the wall and the
full
bed frame.
starfish. Absolutely. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Welcome.
And
Okay, I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah, Darcy takes the pill. Against it as she kind of like sits half in the room, half out in the doorway.
Probably before they disperse, Yukio's kind of sitting with his bear, and he says, do you know Firefly?
Firefly. It sounds like the insect?
No. Like a sword, and someone that's a lot like Ren, would say.
Would Ren have told us the name of his sword?
I feel like if someone asked him, he would have, but I don't think he would. It would have come up in conversation, especially
Yeah.
because he was super duper shy when they
Yeah.
all met. So
Yeah, someone that looks like Ren?
Yeah. And they have a sword that's like his.
Oh. We can ask him in the morning.
Okay.
Table that thought, and we can ask him in the morning.
As depressed as Yukio usually sounds, I think he's even more distant than usual. He's like really just focusing on his bear right now.
Well, through the rest of the night, there's not much else that you hear. Not much else goes on. Darcy, just as you're keeping aware, you do hear some like light commotion outside. It doesn't sound like a fight or anything. It sounds more like construction or decorators
Oh, okay.
for the festival. Other than that, you all wake up. Most of you are pretty well rested. Darcy, you said you were not sleeping?
No.
So you will gain a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But unless anybody else has anything particular that they would like to say or do in the morning, I'd say you all meet down at the breakfast table where Bethany has prepared you all a hearty breakfast before going somewhere.
Probably out again.
does coffee exist in this world?
Yeah.
Friend just walks down the stairs with 1,000-yard stare and just for a minute.
Roger, who's already on her second cup is like, ah, a bold choice.
Of course. Does she drink it black? She's gotta, right? Or is she black
Okay,
like my soul
she-
and then drinks a cup of milk?
No, she drinks it black, but she uses prestidigitation to like change the flavor of it.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
I think Darcy helped Bethany with breakfast.
Really? I'm
Yeah,
surprised. I mean, I guess you're already up.
she's already up. So as soon as she heard Bethany get up, she's like, "All right, nothing's happening. I better go make myself useful." She's like, "I'm already committed to being up. If I were to go to sleep at this point, it would be nothing, a big nothing burger. So I might as well just help." So she has eaten already, and she's kind of sitting at the table like this.
Roger will just put a cup of coffee in front of her.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, that was the best night I think I've ever had.
Morning.
Whoa. Not sleep well?
Didn't sleep.
Period.
Like it at all?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well.
we had an incident the other night, so I just wanted to make sure that didn't happen again.
Well, I can understand that, but if you do gotta help out somebody, you're not really gonna help them out. Yes.
Takes the coffee and just throws it back. Fine.
Damn, that was really hot.
Well, I don't want to hear any belly aching when you're throwing up hot coffee. I'm gonna go get myself a cup.
Daughter of the forge. I can handle it.
Your hands can handle the fire, not your insides. That's like boiling. That's like you're cooking yourself.
Somebody's got to take me out sometime or later.
I'm gonna get you some water. I'm gonna get you a cup of water. Okay.
So it looks like everyone had a fantastic evening last night.
I mean, this place is ace high to me, but it seems like everybody else had a bit of a rough evening. Did you kiddos sleep well at least?
Look, I probably have the most important question I think I'll ever ask you.
What's up?
Does your god know your name?
I'm sorry?
Does your god know your name?
Oh,
Kind of sits up.
of course. We go way back.
Oh, thank you.
No.
We're tight.
I knew her before the Ascension.
He pulls out a little little booklet that he's got with him, and he just writes, "Safe."
Ren, are you okay?
My dad's a traitor. I had a dream, and my dad wanted me to kill him, but he was also a training dummy. And then I asked, the real you or the training dummy? And then I woke up. Also, there was someone who talked to me, and I don't...
What?
I may have made a pact with Steve, too. I don't...
What?
I mean, not intentionally. He's just like, yo,
Now hold on.
gonna
You don't
help
get
you
to take
out.
Wait. Who?
Steve, too,
Oh shit!
Electric
I meant
Boogaloo.
fudge. Oh shoot! I meant fudge. This is gonna be impossible. I'm gonna give my character this trait.
Can I religion check Ren?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Any divine touch, like something like traces of divine magic, or maybe divine communication.
So like there was this voice and he asked what I'm
I
fighting
rolled
for,
a nat 20.
and I was like, yeah, so like this is what I'm fighting for, and he's like, okay, here's my power, but I'm gonna take it away if you do bad. And I was like, I didn't ask for that. And then he didn't talk to me again, and then my dad showed up and
Said kill
I have
me?
another.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he didn't say it. He like thought it, but in my head. And I can't decide on my player can't decide on a voice, so like I'm switching between like really young and then like really old, and like it's a lot right now.
We've all been there.
I'm gonna slide you another cup of water.
Darcy, you are 100% certain there is no trace of divine magic on.
Well,
But it's not.
I can assure you with 100% certainty that you did not talk to a god.
Good.
As for what, like, are you sure there wasn't like really important information? Like, did they mention anything? Like maybe something you're holding, or like.
Okay, so Dane's been up since 5 in the morning, and at the time of recording this, it is 9 p.m. Could someone remind me if he mentioned the sword?
He did.
He did.
He did? Okay,
Yeah.
what did he say again? Drew?
It was like the
He-
sword has been passed on from
Okay,
your
but
mother to you.
Did he say the name of the sword?
He did say
I guess-
Firefly.
Okay.
Or no, he didn't
No.
because
No,
he didn't because afterward Drew went is Firefly in
Yeah.
your inventory. That's what I was thinking of.
that's
Yes.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah. He mentioned my mom's sword, or my sword, but he just said it was passed down. But I kind of already knew that.
Could it have something to do with your sword? What is its name?
Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Its name is Firefly. He didn't say anything about fire flying or bugs.
Darcy and Roger make eye contact like
And then, like, it wasn't my dad's sword, but my dad was there. I can't figure it
I
out.
think Yukio has been like quietly sitting at the table using Druidcraft to do various. His mind makes the connection to the dream he just had, and he kind of unconsciously makes a harmless sensory effect that sounds like the lullaby that he heard.
Tears.
Ren, you do not need to make a history check. for
Yeah, I
this.
was gonna say.
This is the lullaby that your dad would sing to you.
Now I'm hearing things. I'm hearing the.
No, we all hear that. Yukio, is that you?
He kind of like snaps back to paying attention. Oh, I'm sorry, I was getting distracted.
No, it's okay.
Where'd you hear that song? Did you make that?
No. I had
Do
a
lawyers
dream.
exist in this world?
Do what?
Do lawyers exist in this world? Copyright infringement?
That's copyrighted, Yukio. You can't.
Yukio, you can't do that.
Can't.
You're gonna have to pay royalties on that, Yukio. What are you thinking? Are you out of your mind?
Those are expensive.
Strike you.
I had a dream about it, and there was a woman that was kind of like you, and she had a sword that was kind of like your sword, and it was when I was dying the first time, and she was singing it to me. but this time I got to see a little bit after. And she said, "Good night, Firefly."
What do you mean, like me?
I mean, well, she had a sword and she wears red. And I guess she kind of looks like you.
Oh, he would.
Salem's like over here, like looking at his fingers, like, what do I do with these two fingers?
Well, I don't know what to
Seems
do.
like
They're up,
something-
but I don't know. It feels like I need to put them together
There's some
somehow.
kind of
But this don't
connection
make-
here.
But this don't make
They're
any
big-
sense.
They're big and
They don't.
tough.
They just stay on fire if I do this.
If this were Zephyr, Zephyr would be like, a female me visited you before you died.
Yeah. Be like, wow. And we'd be like,
Sigh. Hmm. But when did you die again? The first time? It was a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And she had was it this sword? And at the breakfast table, it probably knocks over something, but he always has the sword on him, so he just pulls it out, unscabbards it, just sets it on, like moves plates aside to put it on the table, haphazard.
Not on
Yeah,
the
haphazardly.
Okay.
no weapons on the table.
Darcy's like, not on the table. Okay.
And it looked like this, right? And it was called but she called you Firefly. Are you my sword? No.
Well, she had a sword, and I was there. So I don't think we're the same thing. It's kind of
Okay, so
like
that's-
the Batman thing.
The what?
The what?
I heard a story about a guy who was a bat,
Batfolk, yeah.
but
I've
he
heard
was
about
like
them.
the Batman, you know?
Batfolk, man.
He was vengeance, you know?
Oh, Batman.
Druid, actually.
Oh,
was-
yeah.
He was the
I
knight.
know vengeance. That's right.
And like they never saw him and another guy in the same room at the same time.
Yeah. Except we were in.
But
the
you've
same
seen the sword
Except it
and
was
you in the
also-
same. Okay.
People in Endemia have some weird stories. I'll tell
No,
you.
that's just them.
Why do you keep
That's-
saying that?
What do you
it's just
keep
them.
saying what?
Regardless, there's a connection.
Yeah. I mean, this was my dad always said that he got the song from my mom, but everyone was in. Oh, what was our town called?
Aldegon.
Say that again. Sorry.
Aldegon?
Aldegon. Everyone was in Aldegon for an extended amount of time. Maybe it was before. Was she like young? Was she old? Do you remember? I just. That's weird.
It wasn't that old.
Did you meet my mom before I did?
I don't think that makes sense.
Well, shit.
Hey, no cussing at the table.
Didn't you just say fuck?
No, that's not canon.
No, sir. I would
No,
never.
sir.
I would never.
I would never cuss.
I said fun. Because this conversation is fun.
It's
No.
not fun.
Darcy's just like given up on certain mannerisms. It's like I'm never gonna. It's just not gonna happen.
I'm whipping these kids into shape. I'm kidding.
So,
Clearly, there's more here than we would have
yeah.
initially believed, but unless Yukio remembers more or your sword can somehow talk, I don't know if we'll find the answers that we're asking.
I wonder if that's who spoke to me.
Your sword?
Possibly. I mean, they never said who they were. And if they're not like a eldritch being that I just accidentally made a pact with, then that's an option.
Were they looking for something?
I'm so tired. Were they looking for something? I'm so sorry.
You don't remember them
Okay.
asking for anything.
I didn't think so.
Aside
But I also
from
didn't
what
want to
you're-
say no and then you'd be like, yeah, they did.
Aside from
Yeah.
being
They
true
were-
to yourself.
Yeah, not that they asked about. I mentioned you and they didn't recognize you, so I think we can rule out your god.
That's about the only person that knows me, so.
Well, we know you now.
Narrows it down.
Yeah, now you got. I lost count. I lost count of how many people are in
Five.
this room.
Five.
5, Salem.
So I can't do that. I had to go
What comes after 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that was me. Now you got 5 more people that know your face. So
I don't think we're gonna solve any of these questions right now,
Good, it's hurting my brain thinking.
but something to keep in mind. And if your sword starts talking to you, maybe tell someone.
Yeah, you guys will. I'll tell you guys. I think we're past the secret arc.
Yeah.
this is kind of unrelated, but
The tension is palpable.
What did you dream about?
no, nothing like that. You had a weird thing, and you had a weird thing, and she had a weird thing the other night. This has to be the same thing, right? That's like causing all these.
Well, one of them
Night terrors.
physically. I don't think any of us were physically hurt last night.
Well,
I might have taken some emotional damage, but
Yukio, you're not hurt, right?
No, I'm pretty used to the cold.
Darcy just kind of like. You shouldn't be.
We'll keep you warm. But no one's injured, that's great. I don't think anybody came to attack anyone's dreams, so that's helpful, right, Roger?
No problem on my end.
that's pretty huge then. That's a win.
Maybe they got scared that Roger woke up and we're good. That's really wishful thinking and I'm not going to subscribe to that, but I am saying hypothetically.
You think it has something to do with the Lich coming to town?
I don't know what I think. As far as everyone's concerned, this Lich has never caused them harm. They invited him here.
Well, can liches like? I don't know. Can they be like? You like me, and they're like, "Wow, we like you. You're so great." And then they did that to the whole town or something. Don't you laugh at me, boy! I see you laughing.
I mean, like, in enchantment magic is like a whole school of magic. There's
Right.
like a whole part of the
Levels.
weave that is entirely devoted to manipulating people.
And
Yes.
liches are like really good at magic people, right?
Yeah, they're like big. They're big.
They're like big magic
Magic.
heads, right?
They're supposed to be
Really?
undead wizards that have severed their souls from their bodies to study magic forever.
Then yeah, that
So
sounds
it
pretty big
wouldn't
magic
be-
to me.
Is it possible?
Probably.
Impossible?
That word, yeah.
Is it possible to charm a whole town like that?
I don't know.
If you
Um,
start early enough, anything's possible.
Shut the heck.
I mean, yeah, I guess technically, if you like, there are some spells that like last a really long time. Like you could cast multiple of them, I guess.
So then should
Maybe
we?
he just has money.
Or that money.
You could just
mean,
have money.
And not that
Money
I
makes
I don't-
people nice to you too.
True.
Yee.
I mean,
Gross.
I thought they just invited him because he was the king of an area.
He is
That would mean money.
the leader of one of the three places, right, Drew? This is Julia asking, not Darcy.
There are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 countries technically, but Endemia, as far as everyone else is concerned, people weren't alive, or they just didn't talk with the outside world. Mezin, definitely no one was alive. Nemrov, actually, again, he's really the only one that lives there. And then you've got the other 3 countries.
Okay. Well, from what we know,
I'll-
he is the only person in Nemrov, so maybe they have something they like trading.
Do all of the countries have a spokesperson or like person here for this event?
Not really. The only reason that the Lich is so highly regarded is because if anybody wants to gain knowledge or visit or go to the Tree of Undeath, they basically got to talk to him. Otherwise, the Tree of Death, you pretty much just go there. And the Tree of Life, there's a camp of druids kind of off on the coast towards the island of the Tree of Life.
So he does not necessarily have to be a good guy. He's just kind of, here for a spokesperson, I guess.
This
Much like me.
brings me to a follow-up question. Do we need to go to the Tree of Death? That sounds like a pretty...
The undeath one, not the death one.
Oh,
They're different.
So the undeath one is... And that's not the life one.
No.
So there's 3?
Yes. There's
Okay.
the tree of life, the tree of death, and the tree of undeath. And undeath is in Nemrov, where the Lich is from.
Okay.
Like on the far side.
Do we want to... That sounds like a very plot-heavy place.
It sounds like if I were the protagonist of a campaign of adventures.
Of like a story or a play.
There'd be some kind of story.
It just sounds
beat.
like that's a very significant place. And
Okay.
d-
Remind this. Sorry, this is
What is
because
our
it
objective?
takes so long.
What exactly are you guys doing here again?
Yukio flips
It's
open his
been
book.
3 years.
Yeah. It's
And says,
because the
Our
cult
family has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
the cult belongs to the god of undeath question mark or
The
The
god
cult.
of bad luck.
the god of bad luck.
Goddess of misfortune. Misfortune, chaos, and mystery.
Yes.
What's more misfortunate than dying?
What's more misfortunate
Undying.
than
In torture forever.
Oh,
Yeah. Wait.
I'm sorry, that sounded personal.
Yukio, do you need a hug, bud? You good?
I'm good now.
Would you like a hug?
Yeah.
Bring it in, buddy.
oh.
Anyway, my book says that that's why we're going on this adventure.
Yeah, so
Yes.
kind of to clue you two in since you're now stuck with us, sorry.
Yeah.
We are from Endemia, and our town was decimated by cultists of the goddess of misfortune. As far as we know, we're the only survivors. I hope not. They took a lot of. And she like struggles to say it. She said they took a lot of bodies away, which, the more that I think about it, how else do you get people to become undead in mass, if not for bringing them to the tree of undead?
That could take. I mean, that probably would take like a whole ceremony and ritual, and those take time, right? So we could still stop them. Unless that's why my dad was saying to end him.
If like he's already dead.
Yeah.
Did your dad look undead?
He looked yellow. He wasn't. I mean, you three would remember that. Kind of. It's a small town.
I remember your father. He's doesn't typically have yellow skin.
So it might not be, Regardless, I think that is where we're heading.
That's actually quite a bit of clarity that I didn't expect from this morning.
Makes two of us.
So, do we kill the Lich while he's in town? You know, just to get out of the way?
No, I think we use
need
the
to ask
Lich.
him for permission to go to the tree.
And then we kill him.
No.
Do you think he's gonna be upset if we want to, like, release a whole bunch of the undead people?
Well,
I don't know if
think he
they're
knows?
directly under his command.
Why don't we just ask him if the town...
You can do that. I don't really
Alright.
know if talking.
I mean, we're gonna need to ask for permission to go through Nemrov anyways, so.
So we need to ask. Well, we first need to ask if he knows that our entire town has been potentially turned into zombies, and then if they have been turned into zombies or if they're not done yet, can we go through your territory to either unzombify them or stop the ritual? Or turn them into, like, Yukio zombies, because honestly...
Yukio zombie's pretty cool. Well,
Well,
Yukio's cool.
But like maybe we should ask them
Yeah.
if that's what they want.
Well, my dad wanted
Yeah.
us to die,
I'm only
so...
like this because of a divine trick played by Yokesh, so maybe it's not the best thing.
True. Can we just go and talk to him, or do we have to, like, win his favor or something?
I don't know. We can go figure that out.
We can
Probably
go
gonna
find
have-
out.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have guards of some kind. I'm so sorry. You guys
Like
have been
skill.
through a lot.
You know, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, you guys are in it now.
We're
know too much.
traumatized.
There
It's
you are, poor thing. Oh my god.
been a long
Does,
couple of months.
does Monami have any guidance for us?
Would I have heard from not Monami in a while?
Checks in every now and then, but you haven't heard from her in a second.
I don't mean any like direct. I just mean like, oh, is there
Fair.
any scripture that relates to this?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe not. Well, kind of. A lot of Monami's motives have to do with reflection of the self and balance in your own soul. I don't know if turning a bunch of people into undead count as balancing anything.
I see.
You know, I haven't had anything like this go on at home, but I mean, I'll do my best to try and do what I can.
Yeah, and remind me, was the person who went on sabbatical, like, did they go to this land that we're trying to get to?
They went to Tekkamon. That would
Tekkamon.
be Salem's.
They
home
went
country.
back to Salem's home country. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to come with us, Salem. I know you've got things waiting for you at home. But, one good turn deserves another, and if you did go with us, I would, try and help with your purple crystal groundbreaky stuff.
I mean, all my problems are literally across the water right now. I'll skip and a jump away out of the country into another whole country. So, I mean, I will try and, you know, help with your stuff in your country. To be honest, I don't know much about where you're from or much about this country in general, but I mean, I'll help out.
I'll show you a map later.
Cool. And I'll show you mine. And you know, you can come to Kehlani anytime.
Oh, thank you. So, I guess for now, the plan is to see if there is something that we can do to gain an audience with the Lich, and maybe ask about the journey to the Tree of Undead.
Sounds good.
Sounds fine by me.
Team?
I did not mean to do it in that
Why'd you
manner.
do it with that?
You see what I did?
Salem, why'd
No,
you do
I
it so?
I went,
He's fruity. We love
we're
him.
from the Bring Back Posse after all. No, okay, let's just
They all put the, and she's like,
they all do this.
Do we have like a team name?
I was just trying to remember if we had a team name or not. I feel like we did.
Our roster's been
Still never
altered.
got around to that.
I don't
Prism.
think we
Oh,
did.
Prism.
Was
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it was Prism.
Oh, it's Prism.
How do you
Was
know that?
Prism.
I wouldn't know that.
Yukio wrote it because Yukio wrote it down in his book.
You're right.
Right. It's just been so long that I haven't thought about it. Prism.
It's
on
been 3 years.
Oh,
3,
Prism's so
2,
cute. I like that.
1. Prism.
Prism.
Yeah, Prism.
Prism.
Okay,
We need to
everyone
work on
on 3, not after
Yeah.
3.
We need to work
on
on
I
that.
didn't
3.
know if we were like saying it or if we were all just like, "Woo," and then the
It's
She
almost
said,
like there's
she
one-
said Prism on 3.
Prison?
Wait, is it on 3 or off? No, Prism. Is it on 3 or after 3? Now I already
Prison?
forget.
Yeah, wait, is it 3, 2, 1, go, or is it 3, 2, 1?
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the Lich. If somebody wants to come with me, that'd be great.
Are they here?
Hold on, Firestorm. I'm coming
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah.
They're somewhere.
We need
Well,
an
we saw the
audience.
skeletons.
Like Darcy's like getting up to trot after Roger.
Roger's like already half.
Yeah, already
Like,
through the
got
door. So Darcy's
got like a boot on. Another boot is like getting slipped on, and like the door is
like-
open.
I like to think
Maybe
I'm gonna.
there's a
I don't know if I can
official-
stop you, but I'd like to think I'm just gonna say Salem. Salem just kind of walks over and he goes, "Hold on there, little Firestorm," and he just kind of like scoops you up effortlessly, like whoop. He's like, "Hold on, we gotta talk." Flop.
I'd like you to make a strength saving throw.
Why is she in a
doesn't-
cage?
Oh, fucking bet, nat 20.
Because she
Oh.
growled
As
at
it
me.
growled at me.
At least it is a strength.
She growled at me.
She
So
doesn't
that's
like
a-
to be
that's a
held.
six. That's 27.
She
Good luck,
she doesn't
partner.
like to be held. She bites.
Oh, hold on.
Roger looks up at you, and you feel this like strong telekinetic force like ram into you. You like hold her ground against it, but then she's just like looking at you as you feel this like.
No touchy, I understand. All right, he's gonna plop me back
Set me down.
Yeah, and down you go.
Only a select few are allowed to pick me up, and only in specific circumstances.
Understood.
Would not recommend in the future. Yes, we can go find out. Let's Darcy's like having like she has to make a decision in a split second and she's not good at that. And she's just like, half maybe
We can split
tree
up, yeah.
undeath, half lich. I'm going with Roger.
Well, but don't we have to talk to the Lich to get to the Tree of Undeath anyway? So we all just need to go to the Lich.
I don't
just a
think
matter
the
of
Lich is
how we
here yet.
No,
Go
I
about
think
it, yeah.
I think he'll be
It-
here at the end of the week for the festival. I don't think he's here yet.
His
Weren't those
skeletons are here.
skeletons?
The
The
skeletons.
skeletons are here because I suggested talking to them yesterday, and we said
You
we
could
could
talk
go
to the
today.
skeletons. Talk to the skeletons?
Sure.
Weird.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Whatever
like
gets
it.
us moving.
I don't like it where their skin go.
All right. As y'all head out, you open the door, and almost immediately it's just a completely different vibe from last night. The festival itself, it seems like they either started a day early or they're doing some pre-gaming. Who knows?
Pre-gaming. A
but
whole
you-
day early?
Roger's
Oh,
in.
day
That's raw.
Say
The smell of freshly baked pastries, smoke powder, just general, general festival vibes.
I do know.
I do.
Yeah. It all hits you like a truck. There's people dancing out in the street for no particular reason. There's not really any music playing. You hear hooping and hollering out in the streets.
Salem is in his zone.
Well, sounds like a lot of hoopla.
People
Hope
seem to be having a great
doggone,
time.
yeah. I'm ready.
Are you... It's gonna be a long day.
Okay, wait. Rewrite with the plan. What if we just party for a day? Like just today. Wait for him to come into town. We do all the stuff on the side, but we also kind of enjoy what's going on.
He's growing on me.
There's a lot going on that I really want to be a part of right now.
Wow, this is lively. I suppose it shouldn't be that hard to find skeletons. They're kind of visually distinct.
sooner we find them, the sooner you can go party, Salem.
Well, we can do both. I mean, hear me out.
You
Hear
can
me
go
out.
find him, and I can go party
That's
right
a
now.
lot of interaction.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Do you
You
believe
all-
the skeletons will be partying?
I believe that they'll be around the festivities, especially if they're looking for safe spots for the Lish coming to town. And here's the other thing. You all, except for you, Plick, because you and I just got here, are, in due respect, traumatized. And you all need a day to relax. And I think that just for today, it might not be a bad idea for y'all to get your minds off of the potential killing in your sleep and the potential scary family worst case scenarios, and just kind of be in the moment for like at least a little bit. And I mean, a couple of you are kids. I mean, you can be kids for a day. It won't kill you.
Depends who you
Probably be a
ask.
kid forever.
Someone else.
Wow. Wow.
I think you all probably deserve a little treat.
As a treat.
As a treat.
It's been good?
You've been good.
Oh, man.
You've been good not dying yet.
You've been good
Oh,
not
when you put it
dying
like
in your sleep.
that.
You deserve a little treat. So, come on. Darcy, don't you think this would be good for the kids?
Well, I suppose so.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with fun, of course. I'm never opposed to fun, but
And we can search while we're having fun. I mean, you said it yourself. It's not going to be that hard to find skeletons in an area of people. They're bones. They're literal walking bones. I think if you go eat a nice pastry with me and we see a skeleton across the street, we can do a little bit of both, yeah?
okay.
Okay. Solid. I'm out of ice. I was hoping to do this and get the ice rattle, and I didn't.
I can't be cool as ass without eyes.
Sure. And I mean, the closer it gets to when the Lich will be here, the less time we'll have for fun. So I suppose, does anybody want an allowance?
I'll gladly take an allowance.
Roger,
That's-
we're all loaded.
That's spirit.
We just divided money last night.
Wait, you all divided money last night?
You were there.
Look,
Oh, that's right.
Me
last
and Roger
night
came out and
was like
announced that we
3
were
weeks
absolutely
ago.
filthy rich.
In my defense, that was like 3 weeks ago, but not really.
Okay, hear me out. Darcy was used to getting an allowance from her parents because they were both business owners, so they were a little more
Yeah.
wealthy. So she is this is in her brain ingrained into what she's supposed to do. If she is supposed to be the motherly figure, she is supposed to offer an allowance. And so she goes ahead and hands Roger a single gold piece.
Yay! She's been
I'll
good.
take it. As Roger turns and drops it in a pouch of opens up her bag of holding and drops it into it. It clangs against so many other
The
coins.
sheer amount of money, just a gold light comes out of the bag.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Take my 1 gold piece.
I'm okay.
Yukio, would you like a gold piece?
Yes.
That's
She will.
spirit.
Hand Yukio a gold piece.
I mean, we could all still split up if you guys want to, but I mean, if we're just doing fun stuff, I guess everyone could just go do whatever fun they want.
Flick, do you want an allowance?
I'm okay.
Okay. So maybe we split up and search for the skeletons, and if you decide to have some fun along the way, I don't have a problem with it, but maybe we could meet
Maybe we could meet back here at like noon? Midday?
Sounds good
See
to
if
me.
we've found anything?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No one drink unless you're of age, or come get me first.
What is
You gotta drink responsibly.
are you
What is
telling
the
me that
legal
you would
drinking
purchase?
age here?
Wait, what'd you say, Roger?
Are you telling me that you would purchase me some? Think wisely before answering this question.
Looks
old
at
are you
Darcy
again,
and is like,
Roger?
no, I'd never do that. Come talk to me first.
I'm 15.
Yeah, come talk to me first. We'll be responsible.
What's the
We'll
legal
open it at
drinking
a
age in
time.
this town?
Legal
Probably not
drinking age
15.
is a complicated question, as you have different races, different physiologies,
The
all
big
that.
book of appropriate drinking ages for all races.
As far
It's the
as-
little like the sign that has like if you were born on this date, but it's got like dwarf, elf, human.
Yeah.
It's got like 8 different.
God, it's so much
Yeah.
harder to be a bar, like a bar
A
bartender
bouncer.
person at
Yeah.
the front. Yeah, a bouncer.
Bouncer,
You're like,
bartender.
But I'm only half dwarf.
you're like,
Yeah. Well, and then you got to get into this weird profiling thing. It's like, are you a dwarf? And they're like, what?
How dare
What?
you?
How could you say that? And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
that job sucks.
I mean,
just work
if
here.
anything, wouldn't you want to be? Because, like, then you could drink sooner? Because that's, like, a big thing in their culture is drinking. So the age would be lower.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
they
overthinking
can,
this.
They can disperse.
All right, who's going with who? Who's going where?
I feel like Roger, as always, is going to grab onto Yukio. Roger will not be separated from her buddy.
Aw.
Yeah.
What is going on? What's all happening? Because I want to figure out where I'm gonna go.
Well, there are. Say you come across some flyers. There are some kind of high-profile. I guess that wouldn't start until tomorrow. They don't have any scheduled events for today,
Oh,
so you kind of just have to go where you think would
Are there,
be
like,
interesting.
Are there like booths, like games and stuff that they could play, or
there's gotta be
like
games.
Yeah, definitely in the some of the main courtyards. You see kind of the same couple games and booths. You get kind of more specific ones depending on the area of town. But yeah, you've got little side games. You've got your foodstuffs.
Is there skee ball?
There's
Skee
skee
ball.
ball. There's skee
Yeah.
ball.
Can't have a fair without
Yeah.
skee ball.
But of course, in the entertainment district, there's always the bar. They're putting on some shows at the theater, just all the time. So
I want to either drink or play games. That's where I'm at.
you can
Maybe-
do either. Although it is. She kind of looks towards the direction of the sun.
9:30.
It is like 9:30, 10.
Yes.
All right.
What's your
Yes.
point, Darcy?
We got the whole day ahead of us.
My father drank day in and day out, but he was a dwarf. They don't really get drunk, not easily, anyways. So, I get it, but I also like know that most people who are not dwarves don't do that.
I'll be real with you. Day in and day out, all I do is travel. And when you're traveling and doing the same ritual day in and day out, year after year after year, you only got a couple things that you can do. Drinking, sunflower is one of them. And the other is walking. And I like the one better than the other. So...
And
So are you really traveling if you're drinking more than you're walking?
Did you?
Well, no. I meant...
What?
So I'm saying I like to drink more than I like to walk, but you want to walk and then you don't really get a lot of chances to. You know, it doesn't. I'm not going to explain this. I'm just saying I don't get a lot to do, and I have a
Just drinking out,
tolerance
buddy.
because drinking's one of the few things I'm able to do.
Darcy heard the nickname and like nothing else.
Darcy.exe has stopped working.
She's like, what?
Or I could win you a prize. I bet you there's some fun like games to get like a
Well,
little.
you don't have to spend money on me. I was just gonna go look for the skeletons.
Darcy, don't you want to do both? We can look for the skeletons while walking and talking and some other third thing while looking for the skeleton.
live a little.
Live a little, darling. It's not that hard. Just for one day, please. Just one day. I'm not asking much.
Okay. Fine.
Fantastic. Let's go. Oh wait, kids, where are you going in case of emergencies? Where? Because I know Darcy's
Roger
gonna freak
already
out. Where are you
run
going?
off.
Roger's gone.
Probably.
Roger's
This
gone.
took too
Are
long.
Absolutely
Yeah.
gone.
Roger and Yukio are gone.
Roger and
It's
Yukio.
just Ren and Plick still.
This took too long, but also the blossoming romance between these two is kind of intoxicating to Yukio.
Oh, for sure.
He is like
Yukio's like being dragged on. He's like,
writing about it in painstaking detail that Darcy would be absolutely mortified to read later.
I'm gonna say they got like 10 feet away, and then Dustbin called Darcy Sunflower. That was right.
Yeah.
You said it right. I think there was a stopping motion. Like Yukio was already facing the group, but Roger was like turned away, and Roger just like stopped moving, and they're just watching this whole thing from 10 feet away.
Train wreck. While Yukio furiously writes in his.
He never writes furiously. He writes like at the same tempo, and how much content he has to write about is like reflected in varying degrees of neatness. Sometimes it's just a cryptic picture, sometimes it's actual words.
Okay. Yeah, Darcy's like, meeting at noon.
He has another page with a picture of everyone like standing together, like just in a line, holding hands, kind of like stick figure bare bones under like the sun at the top of the sky. He's like, I've got it.
Aww.
Hey, we'll hold hands at noon. Like that, like Darcy goes like, oh, we'll hold hands at noon.
That's so cute. What about you, Plick and Ren? Right, I'm getting good at names. Plick and Ren. What are you two doing?
I'll probably just look for skeletons. There's
People
a bit.
are killing me.
There's a bit too
I'll
many
be spreading
people
the
here.
word.
Okay.
That's the spirit, Plick. You like to do that anyway. I'll take that answer.
There's a lot of.
It's
people
what I
here,
like to do.
Ren, you gotta get fixed and do some fun. You gotta play around.
And can you go with Plick, please? I'm nervous about people not listening.
I'm nervous about people.
That's it.
Nervous about people.
It ends there.
I could watch him from a distance if he wants to go off and do.
I think that's the creepiest thing you've ever said to me.
You know what? Sure. If you guys keep eyes on
Is
each
it?
other, that would be very helpful. Buddy system is better than no system.
Buddy system. Buddy system. Yes. Buddy system.
Can I propose something, Aaron?
Yeah.
As they scatter, I think I would like to propose Rehn and Plick kind of going separate ways. Rehn was gonna follow Salem and Darcy, but after a while, because he's shy and awkward, he could get like pulled into the crowd, and because he doesn't want to like bump into people, he gets pushed back and ends up right next to Plick as he's preaching the word.
So, okay. I don't know if this is exactly how this works. But Plick is going to. Can you hold out your hand for a second?
Me, sure.
He holds his little pseudopod over
like this.
Ren's hand.
Stop.
And a tiny little like orb drops out of it
Ew,
into
it's
his
wet.
hand.
Ew,
And
it's wet.
Plick's gonna use Gaze of Two Minds. And it's this little orb is gonna like slightly liquefy and just kind of start moving.
No.
It'll start to like slide up your arm
No. No.
and go like right behind your ear.
I don't like it. Get it off me.
Well, I was told to watch you, so that's what's gonna happen.
Get it off me.
Have fun.
Plick.
You
Ren-
have to.
This isn't a get it.
Ren,
Plick.
be nice to Plick.
I believe you have to concentrate on that, correct?
I do, yes.
Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, Ren's
Cool.
gonna do his roguey ninja like stuff, and start by trailing Salem and Darcy, but like from the rooftops, all cool like.
Well, no, okay, so, alright, sorry. I just have to use a bonus action on subsequent turns. It's not technically concentration,
Oh, okay,
but...
that's fine. How it works for
How
me.
did I not
Mhm.
put anything in. Oh well.
All right, so there they go.
Yeah,
Yay.
y'all head out. I guess we will get where specifically Roger and Yukio are going.
Roger will always ask Yukio, "Is there a place you want to see?"
I think he's drawn to. You said there was like a theater.
Yes, the Grand Rose Theater.
Yeah. I always liked the theater.
Fantastic. Then we shall go that way. First things first, though. Roger is going to kind of wave her fingers, and she's going to apparate her familiar, Copper, who is a small fox-like creature. He's like, Copper, go tell Darcy.
Everyone's spying on us.
Stop!
Stop it.
How's it feel,
Right.
Julia?
Stop.
Crazy.
How does
Um,
it feel?
So Copper's fur, like, it shimmers for a second as he takes on his chameleon form, and then he will skulk after the two of them.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Oh, too bad
Um,
my passive perception is shit. It's 9.
My passive perception is 15.
Not that I'm saying that would matter, but I was just like, oh, Salem will not notice at all.
With Copper's passive stealth, it's 20 with his chameleon fur.
Oof.
let's say Rehn and Plick. Or I guess we know where Rehn is going. Plick, where are you going?
I'm just gonna go. I think. He's probably gonna look for just like anyone that looks like they're kind of like by themselves at the bar, kind of like having a rough time, that kind of thing. And just go up and like try to offer advice and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like
So,
obviously in in the process of doing so, being like mentioning, be like, hey, I'm blah 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 blah, spreading the word of Monami.
so Plick is going to the bar.
Woo!
And Darcy and Salem.
Games.
All right.
Any particular area of town, or just kind of wandering?
Wherever seems lively.
The entertainment district is rather lively.
We will go there.
Okay. Darcy's just kind of like following. I mean, they had like festivals and stuff like that, but their town was so small, it really wasn't anything like this.
Mhm.
So she's just kind of like maybe a little intimidated by how big everything is because she's so small.
All right. Well, y'all head your separate ways, kind of. Seems like eventually you all will probably end up around the same area. But for now, everybody roll a perception check for me.
Marvelous.
Yeah,
I'd be
need to roll
delighted
my other
to.
dice.
Oh boy.
Okay, there we go.
24.
I rolled.
6.
rolled.
Also a 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Minus
18.
1 on perception.
I have a
Awesome.
+5 and I got a 9.
I have a -1 and I got a
Factor or
15.
How did you do better than me?
Well, I was gonna say the first time I rolled, I have like all my other dice in the corner, and it landed on top of all my other dice, and I was like, and it landed like in a way that it didn't have a number, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm rolling again, and then I rolled a 15, and I was like, or a 16, I was like, oh, okay, 15 it is.
All right. Well, I think since it is getting close to 10 o'clock, go ahead and end it there. So we all split off on our ways. Y'all need to stop splitting the party on me.
Sorry.
We like
But-
doing it.
I just lost my train of thought. Thank you all for coming to watch. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Drink
Yeah.
water. Drink lots of water. You need to drink water if you're doing a big like awesome life event and you're gonna be having a great party with a bunch of friends and family that you know and love. You should be drinking twice the amount of water at least than alcohol.
Nah. Nah. That sounds like a lie.
That's fake news.
That sounds fake.
No, it's not.
We'll all regret it
Listen
when
to
we have
me.
hangovers on Monday, except for Julia. Julia will be like, drink water, and we're like, oh!
Hangovers on
Hey.
Monday. How long are we
I
waiting
was
for
gonna
this
say,
to?
The
I
only-
hope it's not
The
a
only news
hangover.
I have is we're making some moves. I currently have a rough draft of the Spotify thumbnail for Vanguard, and I'm working on some ideas for the other two. But once we get those ironed out, they'll probably be coming to Spotify. But until then, once they come to Spotify and every other place that you can get your podcasts, If you miss an episode and you want to catch the VODs, check out our YouTube. Those will be uploaded as soon as I can get to them. I think we're one episode behind on Vanguard and up to date on everything else right now.
Cool. All right.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching. And I guess we'll see you next Monday.
Bye.
For chance.